Hi, I'm Manuel, and I'm gonna talk about the narcocultura and related to the documentary that we saw at class. First, I wanna say that I grew up in Jalisco, a place that has sadly been converted to a no man's land. It has been highly influenced by Narcos and its culture. So when I saw the documental, I really felt identified because of some things that I have watched personally or even lived with some members of my family and stuff like that. So yeah, first I'm gonna start with the Johann Galtung three types of violence. So first one, I'm gonna mention the direct violence. This one is like the most obvious. It's the physical harm that we uh, inflict to an individual, to a person, like kick someone, shoot someone, or that kind of stuff. And in our documentary, we saw that the direct violence is like the front and center of the drug cartels, and they commit like those acts to whoever who crosses their path. Next one, I'm gonna mention the structural violence. This type isn't as you in your face, but it's just as damaging. Uh, it lurks within social structures and institutions, and it quietly causes harm, like through inequality and injustice. And we think it's highly mentioned in Mexico that though that kind of violence is highly caused because of the lack of opportunities that we can live every day, lack of employment, lack of justice, lack of a good structure, science schools, for example. So yeah, that pushes like the people to enter into the drug trade and the corruption that greases the wheels for the cartel and to finance their operations. But last but not least, the cultural violence. Uh, I can say that the documentary is like most based on that kind of violence. This one is all about the normalization and like the admiration that we give to those people and the way that we express our admiration to them. Um, like with the guy that made that songs, people loved the songs that he made for a murderer. So yeah, and nowadays it's like really common. We can hear like songs for Narcos in every place, and people like love it. Are like the sensation at the moment. So yeah, it's sad that we get to that point that there are no consequences to admiring or to seeing as a hero like a murderer or a criminal. Now I'm gonna make the connection of the documentary with the gore capitalism, about Sayak Valencia's concept of gore capitalism is like talking about like a world where the gore is not like a side effect. It's like a product. It's something normal. It's a market. It's like an spectacle to anyone, and we saw that every day. We can see it every day through the newspapers or mostly in social media. Nowadays it's like a new way of entertainment. It seems that people like actually enjoys watching people being tortured, being murdered by the cartel. So it's like a big trouble. We are losing like our humanity as we continue to normalize that. Is we are making that kind of violence part of our everyday. So yeah, now relating to banality of evil, uh, the normalization of violence through narco culture and its prime example, like the documentary, is like we can say that is automatized, is so ingrained in society that it's just like a normal business. We see it as something like normal or something that we shouldn't be worried about. So yeah, all of the things that I mentioned are like really saddening, are really worrying, and is most the thing that make it more dangerous is like this is not only a Mexico problem nowadays. It's like a global one. The cultural influence of Narcos reaches far and wide. On a personal level, it's a heavy thing to see. It makes me feel like fear. It makes me feel uncertainty, and a sense of moral unease. And as we watch our country go down and going like to a place that we don't know if we can come back, we can only ask ourselves, where does it all end? So yeah, that's all. Thanks.